Welcome back. There is big money in fashion, but if you're looking for expensive labels without breaking the bank, Rent the Runway is here to help. The website embracing the popular concept of the shared economy by letting women rent designer clothing at 10 to 15% off retail prices. Rent the Runway recently paired up with UBS to start a program that aims to inspire female entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level by bringing them together with big-name industry leaders. Joining us right now is Rent the Runway co-founder Jenny Fleiss and UBS Head of Community Affairs and Executive Communications, Lori Feinsilver. Ladies, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Dave and I were talking earlier that we're both big fans of Rent the Runway.
Yes, thank you.
For sure. But this whole idea of entrepreneurialism, Lori, what are entrepreneurs facing right now in an economy where we're debating every day really how strong it is?
Yeah, I think when we particularly look at women entrepreneurs, there's a number of things. Women entrepreneurs in particular, they lack mentorship, they lack the networks, capital. There's a number of issues in particular focusing on women, and that's why we really targeted specifically high-growth, high-impact entrepreneurs.
So, Jenny, how come your story worked? I mean, we're looking at some of these clothes. This is basically the clothes that people will borrow or rent. How come this idea just resonated? Because obviously you're one of those entrepreneurs that have actually seen the success.
Oh, well, thank you. I think it's part idea, part execution, and so you have to have both of those going hand in hand. And having started Rent the Runway, we realized what a challenge starting a business can be, and now look for ways to pay forward all of the learnings that we've had, the advice, the mentorship to other women. So that was why we founded Project Entrepreneur. And yes, it's definitely working. So we now have our classic business where you can rent dresses, and our new subscription business where you can rent just about everything.
You could rent your whole work wardrobe,
completely. You don't even.
We were talking earlier, Dagan, that you were making the comment, and Morgan did as well, that when you go to Rent the Runway, when you want something like for a black tie affair, because you don't want to buy all those dresses all the time, but now you're saying this is a much broader program.
Right. You can actually, like, if you have a very specific job and maybe your work clothes, if you work in finance, don't fit your everyday life, you can really rent you rent a subscription of clothing for your everyday work life. Is that your biggest growth area right now?
Yes, it is. So we realize that women not only have a need for the special events in their life where they're dressing up, but for their everyday. So women are going to work and they're dressing up, and kind of the pressure is more than ever to look your best and to build your own brand. So, wearing something like this great, pink blazer probably doesn't make sense to purchase this because you can only wear it once or twice a year.
Yes, as my mother said, oh, you're wearing that pink jacket again.
It's so fun, and we'll just give you that extra confidence and bounce in your step that day to take on the power meeting that you have.
What are the other sectors within this program, Lori, that you're seeing in terms of entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so particularly for our program, it runs the gamut. We actually have a number of biotech entrepreneurs that applied for the program. We see traditional media, fashion. We were surprised by how many industries were represented in the application pool.
When we were looking at the economy, Dagan and I, at the end of last year, we were looking at how weak retail was, but you kept making the point that, yeah, maybe the stores are weak, but online isn't necessarily weak.
I think that I brought this up in the break, and you might disagree with me, but I think that the fashion that they're putting out there in the fall and really in the spring, fashion has been weak. So it gives you a leg up because you have already a base of clothing that women can choose from, and you're not really operating on the whims of the fashion industry.
We have a base of clothing, and then we also work with the data we have of what styles have worked and the design community to recreate styles that have worked or to tailor and customize certain things that we think our customers are going to want. So we're really excited about our collection. We have over 400 designers represented on our site.
Great. Yeah. How's business right now? How would you characterize things?
It's going incredibly well. So we have our core business, which is stable and still growing, and now we have this new business, which is going to be the major growth engine for Rent the Runway.
Jenny, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. Jenny Fleiss, Lori Feinsilver, good to see you as well.
Thank you.